Would you believe me if I told you that a $30,000 investment could return nearly $200,000 in pure profit? Most sellers leave six figures on the table because they miss the one psychological trigger luxury buyers are looking for in 2026. I'm Krebs, and today we're revealing the staging strategies of the world's most elite properties. Stick around until the very end, because the most important message you can send a buyer is hidden in plain sight. This is your 2026 Luxury Staging Masterclass. Before we dive in, hit that like button. It helps us bring this high-level data to you. Let's get to work on maximizing your home's value. In the luxury market, your home isn't just a residence, it's a mature asset class. Affluent buyers in 2026 are more selective and intentional than ever. While the average days on market for trophy homes has extended, price resilience remains incredibly high for move-in ready estates. Staging is now a requirement. Let's talk numbers. Research shows the average return on investment for professional staging can be as high as 3,500%. That is a massive equity multiplier. In 2025, staged luxury homes sold for an average of 9% above asking. On a $3 million property, that's $270,000 in profit. 81% of buyer's agents report that staging is the primary factor helping clients visualize a property as their future home. It triggers an emotional yes. Their first showing happens on a screen. If they don't fall in love in the first 7 seconds of seeing your photos, they are never going to book a tour. So let's look at what not to do. The number one mistake, visual friction. This is anything that stops the buyer's eye from moving smoothly through the space. Clutter and bulky, dated furniture are absolute profit killers. Even a $5 million penthouse feels cramped when it's stuffed with overstuffed sofas and dark drapery. Next, we have to address personal artifacts. You must remove all photos, cultural artifacts, and religious or political items to ensure universal appeal. Whether it's a specific flag or a religious icon, these items create a psychological barrier. We want the buyer thinking about their future life, not your past. To get top dollar, the property must appeal to everyone. We want them focused on the architecture and the high-end systems, not the seller's lifestyle choices. Simplification is your best friend. A single high-quality abstract piece of art has far more impact than a gallery of personal history. It feels more expensive. In 2026, we've moved past clinical white. The new luxury standard is warm minimalism. Earthy tones like emerald, forest green, and rich terracottas. These colors create a glow that feels sophisticated yet inviting. They also photograph perfectly for those crucial digital listings without any high-gloss glare. Another dominant trend is curves that comfort. We use organic shapes to soften the sharp architectural lines often found in modern high-end builds. Organic shapes create a sense of ease and relaxation. Affluent buyers are looking for a sanctuary, and these curves signal comfort the moment they walk in. Smart home tech is a baseline expectation, but in 2026 it should be invisible. No wires, no bulky equipment. We want hidden speakers and art mode TVs. Every light in the house should be programmed to a golden hour setting for all showings. It emphasizes quality and warmth rather than clinical brightness. Remember, curb appeal is your digital front door. It has to be optimized for both high-resolution photography and immediate physical impact at the curb. Stage the entryway as an outdoor room. Layered lighting and sculptural native landscaping signal luxury before the buyer even steps inside the house. Sustainability is a massive selling point right now. We're seeing a major shift toward drought-resistant native landscaping and living walls on exterior facades. Sustainable choices like permeable pavers add a high design feel while meeting the eco-conscious expectations of today's most discerning buyers. Agent pro tip, lighting is everything. Before any showing, ensure every single light is on, but avoid that clinical feel. We are aiming for warmth. Use architectural lighting to graze stone textures and uplight sculptural trees. It highlights the bones of the house after dusk and creates a lasting impression. Let's go room by room. The kitchen is the heart of the asset. For $1 million plus home, the counters must be absolutely clear. Less is always more. Remove all small appliances. A single high-quality decorative piece signals that this kitchen is for hosting and entertainment, not just for utility. The primary suite should be a sanctuary. In 2026, we're seeing dopamine pops, small, vibrant accessories that make a room memorable in a sea of listings. Think velvet pillows or a single sculptural vase. These pops of color in a neutral room create a visual hook that buyers will remember long after the tour. Luxury bathrooms should feel like a five-star spa. White fluffy towels and high-end unscented apothecary items are absolutely mandatory for high-end staging. Hide all personal toiletries. We want the buyer to feel like they're walking into a pristine hotel suite, not someone else's daily bathroom routine. If you're in Midtown or the Old Fourth Ward, vertical space is key. If you have a balcony, you must stage it as a second living room. For luxury condos, the lifestyle of the city is the selling point. A perfectly staged balcony makes the property feel expansive and connected to the heartbeat of Atlanta. In Buckhead or Ansley Park, focus on modern heritage. In these historic areas, mixing vintage pieces with modern staging is a non-negotiable must. This modern heritage look adds soul and character. It tells the buyer this home has a rich history, even if it's a very recent renovation or new build. None of this matters without professional photography. In 2026, listing photos aren't just pictures, they are marketing assets that drive traffic to the front door. High-resolution HDR photography captured at the golden hour ensures your property looks like a trophy asset on every platform, from Instagram to the MLS. Let's talk about the invisible stage. Scent is incredibly powerful. Avoid heavy candles or sprays. Go for a clean, neutral scent, or nothing at all. The goal is freshness. A home that smells like nothing smells like clean. That is the ultimate luxury for an affluent buyer's first impression. Sound matters too. Low volume, motivational, and upbeat music can set a positive tempo for the showing without being a distraction to the client. Avoid corporate feel music. Think upbeat, inspiring, and sophisticated. It should be felt as a mood rather than heard as a performance. In 2026, the home office is a critical asset. It must be staged for productivity and prestige. No personal paperwork, no wires, and zero clutter allowed. A well-staged office allows the buyer to imagine their next big deal happening right there. It acts as both an emotional and financial anchor for the property. Another pro tip for that modern heritage look: don't just buy new. Source 1 or 2 authentic 20th century pieces. They add soul to a luxury listing. These curated touches signal to the buyer that this home was owned by someone with taste and history. It makes the property feel like a one-of-a-kind find. Remember, staging only works if the price is right. When you combine perfect presentation with appropriate pricing, you trigger a bidding war that drives premiums. Move-in ready estates in the 2 to 5 million range continue to see strong demand. Presentation is your ultimate competitive edge in a stable market. Now let's talk about the specific art of staging for the camera lens. Your staging must look as good in a two-dimensional photo as it does in person. We often have to pull furniture away from walls to create depth for the camera. What looks airy in person might look empty on screen. Depth is your friend. Use the rule of odds for accessories. Groups of 3 or 5 items create a more natural, sophisticated visual rhythm that guides the viewer's eye through the frame. This small psychological trick makes your photos feel curated and intentional. It prevents the space from looking like a furniture showroom floor. Let's talk about showing day. This is the moment where all your hard work pays off. You have one chance to make a first physical impression. Every blind must be open, every light must be on, the temperature should be a perfect 72 degrees to ensure the buyer stays as long as possible. The sensory experience is what closes the deal. The music, the scent, and the temperature all work together to create a feeling of absolute luxury. Ensure the entryway is spotless. A fresh floral arrangement at the front door is a classic dopamine pop that signals the home is loved and cared for. Let's do a deeper dive into the cost of staging. For a $3 million property, a $30,000 investment is standard, but look at the return. That's a 9-to-1 return on your money. Staging isn't an expense you pay, it's an investment you profit from at the closing table. Staging strategies differ by property type. In a luxury condo, we emphasize space-saving sophistication. In a sprawling estate, we emphasize zone-defining grandeur. Each property has a unique story to tell. We stage to highlight the specific architectural strengths that define your home's unique value proposition. Staging is the ultimate tool for controlling the narrative of your sale. When you control the narrative, you control the price and the timeline. By following these 2026 strategies, you are positioning your home as a premier asset that the market simply cannot ignore. You are winning. And finally, that secret, soft storytelling. It's about creating a dopamine pop, small, high-quality touches that signal a life well lived without being personal. It's the story of an aspirational lifestyle. It's a tray with 2 coffee cups by a window. It's a scene a buyer can step into immediately and call home. I'm Krebs, and I specialize in these high-stakes luxury listings in Midtown, Buckhead, and beyond. Staging is just one part of the winning formula. If you're ready to list your home for maximum ROI, reach out today. Let's make your next closing your most successful one yet. Thanks for watching this Luxury Staging Masterclass. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real estate insights. I'll see you at the next closing.